WrestlingN'Shit with Malik Gaines
and Jason Wells.
In 2016, we've seen perhaps some of the best matches in WWE's produced in a very long time.
A very long time. I actually think it might have been some of the best matches we've seen. I go as far as say the past 10 years.
We had some good technical bouts, some good brawls, good tag team action, just a good mixture of everything that WWE should be about is the wrestling. They're paying more attention to the wrestling more than the bullshit storylines at times.
Yeah, I think the guys and girls in the ring this year have been really impressive, turning through some slobber knockers. I've been waiting to say that.
So we got the 5 going on right here, and number 5,
The Miz versus Dolph Ziggler, ladder match at TLC.
Yeah, I called this back when we did the Miz Dolph Ziggler review feud, that we got to have a ladder match to close this feud out of TLC, and that's what we got.
Yeah, excellent call. I think it was the best way to end the feud off with all the build-up storyline-wise. One of the better feud rivalries of the year. Everything built up perfectly for this to be an excellent match, and both guys went in there and made it just that.
A ton of physicality, good use of the ladder, the low blow at the end is great. The Miz is, like we said before, the Miz is on fire. He's gonna he's gonna carry that title into 2017 on good. And this being his last defense, it's definitely a strong one.
Yeah, very nice.
And number 4, we've got DIY versus the Revival, the 2 out of 3 falls match at NEC TakeOver Toronto. That's a mouthful.
This match was, honestly, this is exactly what tag team wrestling is supposed to look like. That match was flawless. With starting looking at little things like Scott Dawson, I believe it was Scott Dawson nursing an injury going into the match, and at every angle he was really subtly showing that in the match, whether it was a real injury or not. I'm not certain. But for it to not become necessarily a focal point of the match, there's a lot of little things that made this match excellent. Amongst the big thing, DIY's, I believe, it was their second shot at the title from these guys.
Yeah, they had a really good feud. Possibly, in my mind, the best tag team feud we've seen this year. And it's been a lot of back and forth for fighting between the two of them, and they closed their feud out pretty well. Did they have another match after this?
Not yet. I believe they're going to, but I think this match is like almost comes off as a shot to the main roster. Like, yeah, your tag team wrestling's getting better, but step it up, because 2 out of 3 falls. It would have been good off 1 fall. It could have been an amazing match, but they actually took it to the next level.
Yeah, and they were thinking about breaking up these two, Tommaso Ciampa and Johnny Gargano, and putting them just on the cruiserweight division. And I'm happy that they managed to stick them through as a tag team, because they can go into the main roster as a tag team, and I'd be perfectly fine with that.
Yeah,
that through the rope shatter machine was beautiful. Just the arm bars at the end where Scott Dawson and Dash Wilder both tapped out. It's just fun, like the old school team of the Revival. It just like those tag team fundamentals. They got that on lock, and it's so fun to see.
Yeah, excellent. It was a flawless match.
And number 3, we have AJ Styles versus John Cena at SummerSlam.
Finally, someone besides Kevin Owens beat John Cena clean. And it's not a big complaint as it always has been, but it felt like it was the first time it ever happened. That's how amazing this match made that moment feel to me.
And not only did he beat him clean, he won the whole feud. Kevin Owens lost his feud with Cena.
Yeah. It was a needed match. I think this is a needed match to give Cena a way to slip out, for Styles to be not validated, but I guess validated in front of maybe the worldwide audience, kind of the
this
WWE
put the
audience.
Stamp on when, like you said, this put the stamp on when AJ Styles became like a big main event player. Like the matches with Roman, they were great, but like the face AJ, like he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
I feel like. But his match with Cena, the Money in the Bank one, I'm not crazy about it. Love this one to death. It's like I said, it's the 3rd best match I've seen this year.
Yeah.
A lot of back and forth, a lot of they're pulling out a whole lot out of their arsenal.
Some of the best Cena work we've seen, and period.
Yeah, this is like my 2nd favorite Cena match behind that hour long one he had with Shawn Michaels on that Raw.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was a really good match.
I mean, we talking about Styles and Michaels. Like this is how good Styles is. Like he
like you in a
is
conversation
the
with
best.
Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, already.
I wouldn't say all. I mean, wrestling for 20 years.
He's only been wrestling for like a year. He's only been WWE since January. Come on.
But yeah,
everyone starts in WWE.
I guess.
I'm ashamed of myself.
Shut up. And number 2,
Sami Zayn
versus Shinsuke Nakamura at NXT TakeOver Dallas.
Yeah, okay. First, NXT TakeOver, that was in Dallas, right? Wasn't that NXT TakeOver Dallas?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a better match than anything on the WrestleMania that was the next night.
That's why Nakamura got cheered in the main event at WrestleMania.
To me, the hype, it may have died down at points on Nakamura after this match, but it never went away. And it is not going to take anything for it to get reignited, because when your first match is this good, and to actually arguably crank out better matches, I think there's been other Nakamura matches that could have maybe even had this same spot or been on the list as well. But for your opening match to be this good with someone as good as Sami Zayn, like, I was really in awe watching this match. I'm already a wrestling fan. It just made me fall in love with it again. It's one of those caliber matches.
Yeah, like Sammy's one of the best workers in the company. He was just a perfect opponent to go head up against Shinsuke. It's quite a few people I want to see Shinsuke go up against in the future. But this is a match that I feel like I will always look back fondly on. Like, this match felt like a genuine moment. Everything from the entrance, Shinsuke's entrance he captures charisma.
Yeah.
And that's something like he owns that shit. And like, just from like his New Japan stuff, it's just like he knows how to work a crowd. It was like a true introduction to like the WWE audience.
Yeah, it really seemed like there's no language barrier for him. It doesn't matter if he can't talk and you understand him on a promo. You understand that he feels like he's going to win. You understand that he's strange and dangerous. The swagger is a perfect word to describe Shinsuke Nakamura. He brings that in spades. Like, he completely owns the ring when he's in there. You're waiting for his next move in any match, regardless of who he's going against. And Sami Zayn from the other corner is a dude who's fighting. He's always fighting. He's that underdog, but he's put in a spot where he's going against someone who isn't necessarily expected to win. So they're really fighting. It's not the usual underdog role for Sami, which I really get tired of seeing him in.
He had to protect. They said he was protecting NXT's home turf from like just the newcomer, and like he failed to do that. But he looked really good in losing, and that's a talent in itself. Shawn Michaels got that shit on lock.
Yeah, I think the worst part of this match had nothing to do with the match, but the booking of the card. That it wasn't the closing match is the only problem I could really find with it.
And we got a couple honorable mentions. American Alpha versus The Revival at NXT TakeOver. Actually, all three of their matches, shit. They were all fucking excellent.
Man, there was no really dip-off in skill in any of the matches.
So just imagine if DIY and The Revival get called up. They're going to, like, a triple threat tag team match. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
And what else we got in the...
Shinsuke Joe,
Shinsuke Balor, Shinsuke Aries. Shinsuke's been having an amazing year.
Yeah, Shinsuke matches.
Hell, like 90% of AJ Styles matches.
I was about to say Styles and Reigns. I'm not big on Reigns, but in retrospect, that was their second match was very good.
The first one was really good, but the second one was even better.
So I actually have to give Roman Reigns a nod for that. He has improved.
A match he had against Sami Zayn on Raw. I'm still talking about AJ. A match he had against Ziggler on SmackDown like 2 months ago.
Yeah.
It just it's a lot of consistency. And that's what's going to carry him over in the next year. Just the fact that they know that he can go out there and he can just work with anybody.
This may be a reach, but I would like to give a nod to 205 Live for Rich Swann versus the Brian Kendrick. That actually was an outstanding match. I really, really did enjoy.
The Cruiserweight division needed a good match like that.
They did, and that's it. They at least carried out their plan with the opening, with the main event of their opening show. So.
Sami Zayn versus Kevin Owens at Battleground, just real dramatic, you could see like the emotion in there, like it felt like that true hatred.
Chemistry. That's the first thing I think of with them too. The
other Miz Ziggler match, especially the one at Backlash, I love that one on that Smack. All of them. The one at No Mercy was excellent. So
The women's triple threat at Mania, I think maybe I really enjoyed the match.
Yeah, that was a really good one, and a couple of the Charlotte Sasha matches, specifically the False Count Anywhere. I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, I think that may have been the best honorable mention. That might be like a number 6, a ghost spot maybe.
Yeah, they deserve it. But the number 1 spot goes to the Fatal 4-Way at Extreme Rules for the Intercontinental title.
Yeah, Miz on fire, and this is really before he even picked up. I think maybe responsible for a lot of his heat. Besides the talking smack moment, this may be responsible for a lot of it. I don't think anyone expected Miz to walk out of this match with the title.
Yeah, this is when I truly believed in Miz as IC champ. Like I was when he was about to fight Cesaro, I was like, yep, he's about to lose it. It's about to be like another transitional.
I had the same thought. I did.
Yeah, I loved at the end where he like crawled away with the belt. Like he was exhausted. He's like, I have to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the character work is perfect with this guy. It's perfect. There was no one who was weak in this match. I love the side story between Owens and Zayn.
Yeah, they just beat the shit out of each other at the end of the match.
At the beginning of the match, hell of a kick. At the beginning of the match, flawless start to the match. I really love their side story and still the belief that one of them could walk out with this title.
And of course, you can't leave out Cesaro, who he's in ring. He's one of the best there is right now.
He's a freak.
Yeah, like he's amazing. So like they all carried a great pace. Just it was fun from start to finish. You saw the character work. You saw the athleticism. It's just a true show on how much the Intercontinental title, the WrestleMania started it, and this just kept it rolling.
Yeah, it was wonderful. Just everything about this. It's exactly why we watch wrestling. We watch wrestling to be excited, and you didn't know where it can go. And maybe you say it's a cheat. Oh yeah, it's gonna be more exciting with 4 guys. Well, that's exactly why we watch wrestling.
Like how many Fatal 4-Ways like can you really look back on and thought like this is one of the best matches of the year? You don't see that a whole lot. It rarely happens.
It rarely does because they can rarely bring enough story to a Fatal 4-Way. But they had it in abundance. Everything collided here to make a perfect match, and all 4 of these guys are definitely. I don't think it could have been done with any other wrestlers.
Yeah, I actually would give this match if like we did like a rating system here, I'd give this a 5 out of 5.
Yeah, easily. It would easily be a 5. My favorite part or spot of the match, I think, would have to be the Miz winning. Not then. Then I was excited and I enjoyed it. Let's start from the beginning of the match is the fact that Miz won and they kept that strength behind them. It's WWE as a whole doing better booking now that made this match, to me, get better with time. Is really what it stood for, not just the excellent work at that time.
All right. I hope we get just as many good matches next year.
Or more.
I don't see why we wouldn't.
I like more.
All right. Make sure to like and subscribe. WrestlingN'Shit.
WrestlingN'Shit.